summary of passages. A short passage is given to you. We'll read it and try to summarize the key points. Keep the key points in mind before we look at the options. That is the best way to accurately answer summary questions. Most people do not realize that Aristotle wrote works designed for the general public. If they did, then perhaps more philosophers would automatically assume that they needed to follow his example. People don't realize Aristotle wrote his works. His works were meant for the general public. Most people didn't know it. If they would, then they would have followed his example. That means most people do not design or write their works for the public. In an ideal society, if we lived in an ideal society, hypothetical utopia, then all research conducted at universities would routinely be made available to the public, enabling more people to join conversations about politics, society, culture, and science in an informed and instrumental way. In an ideal world, universities would give the public access to all the research work so that the public is aware and can make informed choices, would be informed about what is happening in science, in culture, in politics, in every area. But this is obviously not happening. This would require wholesale reform of the economic infrastructure of academia. In an ideal world, universities would open all their research work to the public. But this is not happening. For this to happen, we have to change the economic infrastructure of academia. What does he mean? For example, wresting control of the dissemination of research from commercial publishers. Who has control of research? Information about research is in the hands of commercial publishers. So we would take away that power from commercial publishers. And reducing the inflated cost of journal subscription. Right now, if you want to know, people publish papers in journals, and those journal subscription, the subscription to those journals is exorbitant. So no common man cannot afford it. So we would reduce the inflated cost so that everybody can access academic journals and know what is going on, know the results of recent research in any field. But now comes the other side. But the internet means that we now have an exciting opportunity to revive Aristotle's commitment to public philosophy. So the internet has given us a chance to exactly revive that Aristotelian commitment to public philosophy, design, research, and work for the public, give it to the public, make it accessible to them. Clear? Okay, let's look at the options. Aristotle's works were designed for the general public. True. So should research conducted at universities, but this will require major reforms. Seems to be correct, but misses one point. What does it say? It would require major reforms, but the most important sentence in that passage was, the internet has made it possible to revive Aristotle's public philosophy. That is missing in A, so that's not a complete summary. The internet has made it possible for research conducted at universities to be made available to the public, just as Aristotle's philosophy was designed for the general public. Perfect. Has all the points. Internet, Aristotle designing it for the public, and recent research can be made available to the public through the internet. Let's quickly look at the other two options. Just as Aristotle's work was designed for the general public, so too is the research conducted at universities. Author says, no, this is not happening. Internet has made it possible for Aristotle's works to be made available to the general public. Hopefully, research conducted. Has he said that we know Aristotle's works? We have access to Aristotle's work because of the internet. That's not what he has said. So it has twisted what has been said in the passage about Aristotle's work. His work was meant for the public. So the public probably accessed it at that time. We are now not able to access research, and the internet has now made it possible. That's what he is saying. Therefore, the correct answer is B.